Hey guys, and welcome. Cam here. Today I'm going to be bringing you something a little bit different. It's not actually going to be tournament replays. Today it's going to be a game that was sent to me and to be casted on request by my buddy TSteak. So it will be a ZvZ on the map Daybreak LE. Now Daybreak LE is a fairly big map and is fairly favorable for Zerg, more so against other races, because if you do look around the map, there are lots of places, lots of destructible debris that can be taken down, and lots of flank routes for Zergs, specifically quicklings or roaches on that creep with the speed upgrade. But anyways, it will be TSteak spawning as the red Zerg and Tyrabob spawning as the purple Zerg. So I'm going to fast forward this a little bit, as the replay did say that it was a little bit of a lengthy game. So I will not be expecting any form of early rush here. Pool going down on 15 for TSteak and 14 for Tyrabob. Gas down a little bit earlier for Tyrabob, but that will not make that big of a difference, as it does not look like many lings are coming out. Just enough to maybe scout, maybe put on some pressure onto the expansion from TSteak. Of course, Tyrabob's own going up now, and we will be seeing the Baneling nest now out of Tyrabob. Of course, Baneling's very effective against the Zerglings. 2 hits, I believe, will kill a Zergling, but of course they do deal massive splash damage to those easily clumped up Zerglings, and these Zerglings will easily get away, as speed is just about to finish. There it goes. No speed on the way just yet for TSteak. I feel like he is forgetting that. There we go. It is now on the way. And these Zerglings will have a very easy time scouting out. And actually, we have a lot more Zerglings on the way, so we will have to see if TSteak is prepared for this. We do have a crawler at the ramp, so we will have to see. And there are 4 Banelings morphing in. These could do a lot of damage, because there is no speed from TSteak, so they will be a lot easier to hit. TSteak Zerglings that are. Speed not even half done. We will be putting both queens onto the ramp so that no Zergling run-bys will be happening. Ooh, and you can see right there that the Zerglings just get melted away by the Banes, and the Banelings do find the drones. Banelings doing tons of damage to the drones, as these Zerglings will go in, mop up the rest. Queen's doing plenty of damage, as well as the spine crawler. He will have to fight with his drones, as he does not have enough lings. Very effective attack from Tyrabob, as now you can see that he is putting out a lot of drones. Get up his own spine just so he can feel safe, as we will most likely see a counterattack from TSteak. TSteak, though, still surprisingly in the supply lead, but not by workers. Of course, he does have the extra queen at his natural. Queen just starting for Tyrabob at his own natural. 4 Banelings going to be waiting for any Zergling run-bys on the ramp. TSteak needing to keep up on his inject larvas in order to stay in line with Tyrabob, who is indeed just droning. And now we see TSteak starting to do some droning of his own, as now we have reached kind of a mellowing out period, as neither player is really producing all that many offensive units. Queen's maybe suspecting some sort of a run-by, but does not look like that is what TSteak has in mind. Now this queen will be lurching out to kill this overlord. We will have to see if it kills it, most likely, as TSteak does have vision of the high ground. Creep spread actually coming out from Tyrabob. Now this is a tactic that not all Zergs like to do, because it does indeed aid the enemy Zerg as well as your own units. And now we do see an Evo chamber coming up. No definite tech routes out of either player just yet, but the Evo chamber does make it seem as though we will be staking with the ground forces for Tyrabob. A 3rd hatch now coming out from TSteak, and both players still on layer tech, which is quite interesting. Only 1 geyser from TSteak, and we do have the 3rd one coming out for Tyrabob, actually throwing up the Evo in some form of a wall. So Tyrabob feeling a little bit undefended. So finally, we do see Lair and Roachhorn on for both players. Lair, though, only for Tyrabob. We will be seeing an Evo Chamber going down for TSteak as well. A couple of scouting lings. Have they seen the hatchery? Not just yet, but I feel like they are on path to find it. Yes, indeed they will. Lair now starting to come out from TSteak, and those lings will now see the hatchery. Which will most likely tell Tyrabob that he does need to do some form of aggression here in order to stay in this game, in the macro game that is. Now seeing a lot of drones out of Tony. 53 is quite a bit for just on one base and not mining these gas geysers. So the main is a little bit oversaturated on the minerals. I believe the ample amount of drones to be on minerals is 25 for each base, but I could be wrong, of course, with that. We are now seeing just a bit of a ling chase. That will not go anywhere as... Oh, okay, he will not run into the banelings. Now we are seeing roaches from both players and actually a huge swell of zerglings out of Tyrabob. We will have to see how he fares with that. Of course, zerglings not very effective in a one-on-one with roaches, but of course they are very fast and can skirt around them and go for those drone lines. Actually, it looks like he is going to be attacking at this third base of TSteak. It's a lot of zerglings, but there are plenty of roaches there, and a nice baneling hit will detonate on about 6 of those zerglings. But now he will see his opportunity to run into the main, as there are no roaches there for TSteak. Right in there, gonna snipe the queen, gonna snipe a lot of drones here if TSteak is not careful. Now just getting back to banelings, will detonate on just about all of those, detonating very cost effectively, as TSteak did not lose a whole lot in that. In fact, it did just free up supply for him, so he will be able to make some more roaches. I know that's a horrible way of thinking of drone losses, but it wasn't all bad. TSteak will have to remake the queen there if he hopes to keep up in production with Tyrabob, as we now see his own purple roaches out, and they are coming in force. As is speed done for Tyrabob. I think speed just finished for TSteak as well. Yes, so both roach armies have speed. +1 weapons is done for Tyrabob, +1 armor almost finished, +1 weapons just on the way for TSteak, and +1 armor still has a while to go. We are now seeing an Overseer coming out, just in case Tyrabob did go for the Burrow chart. And wow, look at this. Tony going to be charging in with a lot of roaches. He will be taking out quite a bit of stuff here. Evo Chamber will be going down, although it is not researching anything. Drones will be forced away, fleeing for their lives, flying up the ramp, but in the meantime, Tyrabob's own roaches will be taking out TSteak's main. These queens will have to try to transfuse each other if they hope to stay alive, but TSteak, sorry, with a rather menacing roach force in the main, but he will need to take out these queens if he hopes to what am I even saying? Roaches take practically no damage from queens. Natural expansion going down for TSteak. Tyrabob going to be moving into the main. Spinecrawlers going down. The third base has gone down for Tyrabob. Main now down for Tyrabob. This hatchery not really mining. These drones will most likely go and try to fight, as he will be putting down an extractor so that he will not be losing all of his buildings. All these drones will be going down, though. We'll need to snipe that spine crawler so that his roaches do not take any damage. But now we can see that TSteak looking to try to capture his main back, but there are not enough roaches and they will all go down. And it looks like both players just trying to kill all of the structures out of the opposing player, which actually Tyrabob opting not to, as geysers do count as structures, and one cannot win without someone surrendering or somebody losing all of their structures. These drones likely going to go and try to assist this army of roaches for Tyrabob in killing TSteak's own roaches. TSteak actually leaving the geyser here alive, so I'm not quite sure why they would do that. And here we go, we see both armies clash. TSteak on the retreat. It looks like Tyrabob has the advantage here. He's going up the ramp, and it looks like the roach numbers are superior for Tyrabob, as Tyrabob's 7 more roaches will be able to overpower TSteak's dwindling number of roaches. Very close game, very close base race, sorry, and it looks like Tyrabob will end up winning this game. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and don't worry, more tournament games will be on the way soon.